Entering menu narration pop-up. Do you want menu narration? No, turn off.
There's something in the air. From Friday nights to Saturday lights. Chapel Hill to Pasadena. It crackles down our spines. Tradition, tension, roars that remind our rivals they're not in Kansas anymore. It's electric. It shocks our nerves and ignites a place where the ground shakes. But our pride doesn't. Where our coach, scheme, playbook, and character are unlike any other. There's something in the air. It builds us up, breaks them down, and gives the stadium a pulse built on pride.
Yeah, dude, that intro went pretty hard. I don't even remember what the one for 25 looked like, but I'm a little skeptical of the music. It sounds just different, but also the same from 25. 25 just had the drums and whatnot, which got super repetitive. Haven't heard too much of this. In fact, I should probably turn the TV volume up a bit to hear better, but it doesn't sound too different, although maybe I don't know, maybe it'll change a little bit, or we'll get a better variety, I guess what I'm trying to say. At least what I'm planning to do, I only have yeah, I agree with that. Let me know. I know Malcolm's down and was watching this, but let me know if you want me to check on anything specifically. I'm planning to just go into a dynasty and I don't know, look at team ratings and rosters and just otherwise poke around. Not really planning to make meaningful progress on like a dynasty or anything like that. Probably gonna hop into practice, just take a look at the gameplay. Pretty much just looking around at stuff. Oh, that's funny. Notre Dame versus Indiana. They're like playing the like virtual highlights of that game. I was actually there at that game. That was pretty lit when Jeremiah Love had that 99-yard TD run. I was sitting like 10 or 15 rows up in the corner of the end zone, like behind the play where it started. That was fucking cool. Dude, that game was sick, but what's funny, and this is totally first world problem, so I don't want to sound like I'm whining or anything, but that game took so fucking long to end. Because I don't remember the exact score. It was 28 to 13, 27 to 13 or something like that. And it was 28 or 7, whatever, just say 28 to 7 at the end of the game. And Indiana came down and scored or something, and then kicked an onside kick and was running it out of bounds, calling timeouts, spiking it, otherwise just trying to save as much time as possible, and then they're down like 2 or 3 scores. I shit you not, the kickoff was at like 8 p.m. No, like 7 p.m. It was also like the end of December, so it was literally the shortest day of the year. And shortest day of the year is cold as fuck. It was like 30 degrees at kickoffs. It was probably down to like 20 by the end of the game. But Indiana kept. They did like 2 onside kicks, like I said, spiking the ball, running out of bounds, calling timeouts to prolong the game as much as possible, give a chance. I get it. It's college football playoff, you want to win, but it was just painstakingly long. Like, I remember checking my phone, and it was like 10:30 p.m. or so when there were like 2 or 3 minutes left in the game, and the game didn't end for like another hour because it dragged out so long. God, that was fucking miserable. I stayed at someone's house kind of close to campus. I ended up going to bed until like 1 a.m. despite the fact that there were like 2 minutes on the clock at like 10:30 p.m. So, fun game, but like that's what I remember most about it. It's just how brutal that game was. Yeah, I feel like it doesn't happen in football too much, but in the NBA, especially, with all the fouling, especially when you foul up 3, and it's just literally a free throw contest at the end. Those games are so hard to watch. Alright, let's hop into a Dynasty.
Welcome back to Dynasty Mode. I'm Reese Davis, and it's time to kick off your EA Sports College Football 26. Next, let's choose your rosters. If you're looking for the latest EA Sports recommended roster, here is where you can customize your Dynasty experience. Similar to last year, here's where you'll modify your settings from the updated list of available options and customize
how
your
long does this,
complete with unique rules and protected rivals.
Oh yeah, it'll be done right away then. It's like, no, still like 20 minutes of real time left. Dynasties. Oh. I have heard about this, but I completely forgot. Okay, so when I get to choose who upgrades what and when, it deducts 25% of the XP. Or do you just earn XP 25? I suppose it's the same thing. I don't think it matters. Pre-order bonuses. I'll keep it on, because I think the pre-order bonus is stupid. Like, I'm not gonna just juice the fuck out of my coaches. Like, I'm sure the online Dynasty would work. So ooh, wear and tear. This all looks so beautiful, but I can already see the Reddit post like a month from now saying how, yeah, it's only like 100 points, so that buys you like an upgrade or something, which really isn't that much in the grand scheme of things. I can just very easily see how in a month there's going to be Reddit posts, and I'm sure chatter in the Discord server about how something's completely broken, you turn something all the way up, all the way down, nothing works. So that's the pessimist in me, just understanding how last game went. This looks sick, I'll believe when I see it. I also wish that there was like a more concrete way of understanding how this works, because 0 to 100, like what the fuck does that mean? Like, I suppose 50 is baseline, maybe it's percentage based, I don't know. I'm very curious to see how people who, like the 10 or so people who I know, like really go into slider sets. I'm curious how they're gonna interpret this stuff and see results, but ooh, max transfers. Disable the transfer portal, that's interesting. What does this go up to? 30? First, I feel like this should be jacked all the way out. Because I know when Indiana's coach left James Madison, I'm pretty sure he brought like 20 or 30 players with him. Now, why is this starting at 55? Yeah, he took quite a few players. Alright, I'll give it to the music. This is definitely better than last year because it's actual songs, but it's still the band playing. So, it doesn't sound that much better. Alright, I am curious about custom conferences because allegedly you can do, well, Army's 2.5 stars, that's crazy. Allegedly you can do protective rivalries now, although I think you need divisions, which the American would not have. But you would need to set up divisions, actually. So, it's like a small enough. Okay, yeah, I think this one's small enough. So if we conference rules and on divisions, we should put protected opponents on. Yeah, that's a good point. I'll probably do the same too. Yeah, just not sit in total silence when playing by myself. Interesting. So you can only play 8 or 9 conference games. It's better than 12 teams. That is probably a good thing because that might mean less broken scheduling, I guess. You can set divisions but still make it based on conference record. I feel like that would still end up with the division winners anyway, but that's funny that you theoretically have a division winner now you make a conference championship game, which kind of defeats the purpose of divisions, except for, I guess, protected rivalries. But so, okay, then I click triangle for protected opponents. Wow, this is... Oh, I know they're in the same division. I was going to say the fact that Kansas and Kansas State are not each other's rivals is dumb, but that's not because they're the same division. Okay, these all seem pretty logical. I suppose, I mean, Colorado doesn't have like a strong rival in the actual Big 12 because their rival would be like Nebraska, who's not even in the Big 12. Yeah, Cincy, West Virginia. I don't know how big of a rivalry that is, but they're both in Texas. That for sure. I don't think that's a rivalry. I don't think that's a rivalry. What I'm pretty happy to see actually is the fact that the overalls aren't that juiced, because like we're seeing power. Yeah, but Colorado State's not in the Big 12. I'm sure it's a rivalry in the game because it's. I don't remember what it's called, but I know it's an actual rivalry, but they're just not in the Big 12. But we're seeing 3-star teams that are 79 overalls. And then we got 86. Like, it's just kind of nice to see how not everyone's just like an 86 overall like last year. Like last year, if you were an 80, that wasn't very good. That's like kind of a cupcake CPU team that we had scheduled for people. Some good, nice. Go, yeah. Divisions. There's Delaware. Who's the other team that joined? I fucked with the map. But yeah, see how all these teams, I mean, dude, a 61 overall, that didn't even exist in CFP 25. I mean, all these MAC teams would be like 74s, 75s. So the fact that there is a bigger variation in ratings, I think, is a really good thing, because a big issue last year was there were a lot of upsets, which is fun, but it's not very fun when the number 1 ranked team is like 10-2 or something. It's just not very realistic. It's kind of old. But Mount West, yeah. So like Boise, I mean, I know they lost Jonty, or however you say his name. I don't remember if the QB came back, but I know they lost a few guys. But the fact that they're only at 79, I think is a good thing. Like I said, the rating inflation was kind of problematic last year. But you can see most of these teams are like the high 60s, low 70s. For Pac-12, SEC, like Bama, like I think it was Akron was 61 overall. If you have Bama playing Akron, I mean, as it should be, Bama's going to win that probably 100 times out of 100 with how imbalanced the ratings are. But you can see even within here, like Mississippi State, they've been kind of dog shit the last few years. So they're in 84. They really don't stand much of a chance against Bama, which is kind of how it should be. Upsets are fun, but they're not fun when they happen like multiple times, half a dozen times every single week. So I think that's a really good thing. A&M, I did not know they were that good. I don't really feel like partial quarterback closely though. Yeah, I really like the fact that they're spreading ratings out. Pessimist in me is gonna probably assume that we'll see the same thing as. Oh yeah, dude! I hope that guy his Reddit name is like AL-WAYS, like always, and then B Cruton. I don't know if there's like an underscore or whatever in there, but I will definitely be checking up on that guy's profile every single day to see when he eventually drops his pipeline ratings and any other intel on which team to choose, because hey TJ, good to see you, man. But yeah, I'm sure that guy's going to drop some good stuff that's going to be super informative when it comes to choosing a team in a dynasty, because I'll probably make like a preliminary list or something tonight just to see who should be on my radar, who's worth considering. I'll probably consider Prestige more so than anything, just because that gives you such a built-in advantage. I mean, between 3 and 3.5 stars, those doesn't really make a difference. Yeah, let's check up on Purdue for you. 2 stars, yeah, that's kind of brutal. I really don't know what their roster looks like. Yeah, Kent State's going to be... That's what? Dude, I swear I still have not gotten used to conference realignment. I was kind of surprised to see Washington in here. Fuck that. Even Rutgers isn't an actual big 10 team. Nor is Maryland. But dude, look at that. 76 overall Maryland. Wow, it's kind of funny. The Big Ten's first team alphabetically starts with an I. Yeah, Ohio State's pretty juiced. Rutgers sucks. I mean, again, and I've said this multiple times, but I'm really, really happy to see the variation in the overalls. Now from the S, what's Western looking like? Pretty mid in the map, it looks like. Yeah, with the pipelines, you might kind of get eaten up by Ohio State and Penn State, as well as Notre Dame. But I mean, there's really no escaping the powerhouses. Because I mean, Alabama, if it's the same as last year, just has purple pipelines everywhere. So there's really can't win. So you're gonna have to face off against a big dog team wherever you are. Wow, that's really high for Clemson. I don't think they were that good. Alright, so I'll look at teams in there.
It's now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over an established contender or build a team from the ground up? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be ready to compete for the college football playoff right away. On the other hand, lower prestige teams provide a greater challenge to build into contenders. The choice is yours.
Bro, Washington State is 3 stars. They have a bunch of like 1900s national championships that are carrying them. Because I'm pretty surprised by that. Syracuse, I guess it's not crazy. This is like, yeah, Maryland, I don't know about that. I guess being the Big Ten helps. Since he's been pretty good recently, so I guess that makes sense. Let's go. Who's gonna have? I want to see like pipelines, especially. So I feel like TCU.
Time to figure out where now for the fun part. Congratulations! It's time.
Sign the contract. I guess the coach points. Yeah, I mean, dude, I don't even know who's going to draft me, because I know you're in a similar position, but I'm like the 30th pick, 29th or something. So I don't even know who to expect. Or who's going to draft me. Okay, conference games are locked the same as last year. I don't think Regenerate is going to do anything, because I think these are based on real-life matchups. It might give me a different FCS team, but yeah, I can only edit mine. That's the same as last year. Top stories. Yeah, I mean, there's like 40 3 and 3.5 star teams, so if you're really dead set on getting like the highest prestige team, you'll still end up fine. But yeah, it's really hard to project, and I don't want to make like an entire ass list, but I have to. After the coach goes, let's see how the coach trees look. That looks exactly the same as last year, which honestly I thought was fine. Like this all looks pretty much the same. There is scheme which just. I am curious about Motivator because which one was it? Yeah, the off-season training boost allegedly had no impact last year. So I am definitely not going to test that. I don't know if I have time to test that, but I really hope that they come out a little that actually works, I guess would be the simplest way to put it. But that all looked the same. This looks the same as far as I can remember. Yeah, this looked pretty similar last year. We have fast tempo offense, which is banned in our dynasty actually. This was probably overpowered last year, although I don't really remember using it. Yeah, exactly. I'll believe it when I see it. Alright, that all looks pretty similar. Yeah, it was all look pretty much the same, which I think is fine. I thought that I don't think you can upload your, the coordinators still do their own thing, because I guess I'm only controlling the head coach. I thought the coach thing was fine last year, so I don't care if I'm not touching that at all. Interesting, the members tab moved over. Preseason top 25. Looks this thing, you know, that font's kind of small. Like it's kind of, oh shit, I didn't even notice the coach just standing there taking up like 25% of the screen. Hard to really glean much information off of this because is this just the highest graded player at every position ever was last year? Kind of looks like it. Yeah, it seems like it. I don't know, I think that's fine. That stuff really doesn't matter. I mean, how else do you choose preseason All-Americans besides who you think is the best in the country? Skiing Playboy. That's the exact same as last year, it looks like. It's a lot of plays, though. Hold on, I'm gonna go back to that. 1,300 plays. Oh, dude, I'm gonna need to download someone else's playbook or something. I don't have time to go through fucking over 1,000 plays. Edit coach is apparently better this year, so it doesn't really matter that much. Years. All I could update is fucking pants. And probably shirts. Better than last year. It's not much, but it's better than last year. Can I edit a real coach's info? No. I should have created a custom coach. I'll do that in a minute. Depth chart. Whoa, already got a deal bid. Damn, he needs a B+. Whoa, that's different. Alright, I'm really curious how this is gonna work. Oh, it's nice. You can see season stats here. That's a really nice touch. Yeah, interesting. It's no longer good enough to just have a B-. Yeah, dude, the portal might be kind of insane. If you have shit like this where everyone has, everyone's failing a deal breaker. You know, if we look at this guy, so he only needs a C+, he only needs a C+. Interesting. So it must be based on how old they are as well as their rating. Because, like, this guy is presumably on the edge of being an actual prospect. So he probably wants a place that he could realistically more exposure playing with better teams. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot like real life. If you're not playing the portal with Clemson, you're falling behind. Nice, you can see player details. That's huge. Yeah, this looks pretty much the same. The elusive bruiser. That seems like an oxymoron. Alright, still 5 physicals and 3 mentals, which I'm fine with. Oh yeah, they added 20 bars instead of just 10, which I suppose allows for a bit more nuance here, I guess if that's the right word. He's getting the +1 probably from coordinators, or coach abilities, whatever it's called. It's nice they actually added some descriptions at the bottom for current max block. I know it's obvious, but last year had almost nothing in terms of, you know, explanations and instructions and stuff like that. There's also those descriptions for archetypes and CEOs for how they can have an effect. There's no mentals, there's physicals. Okay, so there's the lock that really clearly shows you not met for the next upgrade. Depth chart, set to captain. What can we edit on? Well, I guess in the commissioner, so maybe everything. Ratings. Match thing can't. Oh, because real life players can't edit. That's right. Edit is. Nope. Doesn't look like we can really edit anything besides maybe gear. Yeah, you can edit gear, but not anything else on real players. I think that's pretty much the same as it was last year, which I think is for legal reasons and whatnot. Let's look at the positions they added. So, oh, interesting. So they added ledge and reg. So I'm sure depending on which scheme you're running, it'll, well, what I don't get is, I mean, adding edge defenders is nice, but where is the defensive, like, let's say I'm running 3-4, where is the defensive end position? Like, I'm not just going to put 3 defensive ends out there, like defensive tackles, I mean. So I'm curious how that actually works, because if you're on a 3-4, yeah, I don't understand. I mean, I don't know like actual football that well, so I'm probably going to need to read on the Reddit how that works. But oh wow, TCU's got some star young defensive tackles. That's nice. That actually might suck, but anyway. So we got third down running back power. Yeah, that's same. Oh, gadget player. Nose tackle. Formation subs. Yeah, I think this is. I think this is what's going to really limit you on how many formations you're going to run, because I know that bunch formations are pretty thin in this league, but if you have 50 different formations, you know, theoretically you're going to want to set up formation subs for all of them. It's going to take a lot of time, so I think that's naturally going to limit how many different formations people use. Stats, records. I'm sure this will. Interesting. So I think they messed this up last year, because I'm pretty sure like Oregon, Washington, USC, their records showed up as Big Ten because their team is currently in the Big Ten, whereas this is updated to actually reflect what conference the team was in at the time the record was set. I might be misremembering, but that seems like it changed and for the better. Nice. And that's same as last year, but CFB history, national championships. I'm kind of curious how your series Woodrow Wilson won a national championship. Curious who's coaches really weren't showing up, but do they have? Okay, yeah, there's multiple national championships per year back when it was the Wild West. Or do they recognize UCFs now? That's awesome. That is a welcome change. Oh wow, they got a lot of stuff in here. It also looks like they got the rights to more like award names. I will try my best, TJ. Trophy room. Actually, one of the things that started this rivalries. It's kind of weird. Shows just like every single rivalry. We haven't drafted our teams yet. This one works a little bit differently where you're able to select, they like knock out the biggest, best teams that have like a disproportionately good recruiting pipeline and all that. So they knock out like Bama, Georgia, Tennessee, USC, Notre Dame, all the big dogs like that. But you can still choose like Virginia Tech, Utah, TCU. Florida's probably out, Miami's probably out. You choose Georgia Tech, UNC, NC State. Other teams that are like, 20th best through like 50th or 60th. Yeah, dude, I mean, I have like the 29th draft pick, so I can't be too picky with who I'm gonna be looking at, but yeah, pipeline's definitely gonna be a big thing, which lends itself to what you said, the South.
College Football 26.
Yeah, because I know the hotbed is Georgia, North Carolina, Florida. So I'm definitely not going to choose like
once they're there, you can
Oregon
select
State or
actions
something
to
like
gain
that.
intel on what they value when it comes to committing to a school. These actions also help to get on a recruit's radar and can move you into their top schools. Once you're in a recruit's top 5, stage 2 commences, allowing you to pitch to a player the things your school does well that they value. If you're having trouble finding interest,
yeah, I think Louisiana Tech had a like purple with blue Louisiana pipeline last year.
Finally,
That's
when a recruit is ready,
really
stage
solid.
3 is all about you closing on the recruit. It's
like
at this point you can host a recruit on campus, allowing you to focus on specific school strengths in an effort to get a verbal commitment from the recruit before signing day.
All these purple guys are near Houston. Yeah, whoever's doing the good Lord's work by classifying all those pipelines to zero. Let's see if they've like fixed this shit yet. I'm just gonna go after like a bunch of 5 stars. I wish there's a way to just like scout the sky all at once. Okay, this is low quality of life thing, but this is so much more reactive. Okay, how the fuck does a corner quick jump? Interesting. But this loads so much faster than last when you hit X. North-south receiver. No gems or bust. Okay, that's bust. What do I think about no red shirt? Like a rule where you're not allowed to redshirt guys? I guess I'm not sure what you're referring to. Oh, I get what you're saying. I mean, I think it's good. It reflects real life better. The fact that guys are willing to leave if they don't have like a super clear path to playing time. Or I don't know if you were on the or joined the stream earlier, but TCU's QB needs a B plus for pro potential to stay, whereas his backups, because he's like 87 or 88 overall or something. Um, I go to a team and go and recruit 2 to 3 stars. Well, dude, what I'm trying to test right now is if recruiting still like last year, where small schools could literally just jump in and take 3 or 4 or 5 stars. I know in like in our dynasty, for example, I would hope that getting a 5-star is truly a huge win, and not something that guys are picking up like every single year, like multiple of them, and we're just boxing out Bama and Georgia and Notre Dame and Florida and Miami. Like, I hope that getting a 5-star is actually an achievement and not like something that people are getting used to. But I'm not gonna hold my breath. Yeah, exactly. Like, that guy was a recruiting master. So let's jack these guys up. Offer scholarship. Oh, fuck, I got to offer scholarships last week. Probably. I mean, I think I'll still be able to get the message of how achievable this is to grab tons of 5 stars. Alright, so let's. This looks pretty much the same in terms of what action we do. So I have 6 money on the 60 goal. I'm probably going to put in capabilities. Cut out a few backs because there's nothing on the board there. Got a lot of 5-star cornerbacks. Can't get any more than Alright. For experimentation purposes, this should suffice. Let's go next week. UCF. Alright, so with North Carolina. Yeah, like, I know a lot of season left, and I also have a decent pipeline, but I mean, I guess there's some other like mid-sized schools or like not big dog schools. I'm trying to move this guy because I have hours. Well, now I do. That guy's gone. Let's see if I can still slide in this guy. And this guy. My top. Yeah. Oh, you can have favorites. Interesting. Well, let me actually add some coach points to recruiting so that I can like devote more hours to some of these guys. Oh, is that a lead recruiter? Yeah, tier 4. Oh shit, maybe they changed that. Because last time for scout, increased interest, transfer QBs, increased chance to sway. But then you have to go to elite recruiter to actually get more hours. Okay, so I feel like that should nerf user recruiting abilities against the CPU a little bit. If we're all starting with custom coaches who, if I start with nothing. So if I have to get to tier 4 elite recruiter to be able to increase hours, I mean, dude, that's going to take a while. Which I think is a good thing. But yeah, maybe it'll be a lot harder to actually beat out Alabama for 5 stars that are on a purple pipeline for them. Alright, I think I already allocated all my hours. So yeah, what I'm really most curious about is like if I even stand a chance in a race like this. I mean, clearly not, but if I can even like be competitive, because I don't have fucking the scholarships. Next week. Like I'm sure at least a few of them are probably gonna lock me out. This guy did. Okay. I know some 1-0. So this guy locked me out. I barely missed the cut. What about the rest of these guys? Like right now I have the lead on this guy. I'm still in it on a lot of these guys. I'm in the top 5. My scheduling, no, I can't. Alright, so this seems to be progressing a bit slower than last year, just at a glance. I feel like at least some guys may have been in the top 5 by now. All these guys are maxed out, so I can't give anyone any more hours. Haven't signed anyone yet. Arkansas State's the only one that signed a 1-star. And so yeah, I'm gonna leave the coach points off because we're not starting with 100, so it's not realistic for me to start giving more hours to guys. Alright, 2 guys in their top 5, so it's time to start scheduling visits. I think mine worked out pretty well where I have a couple of home games coming up. So let's go to top 5. Schedule a visit week 4. He loves my playing style, or playing time. Alright, dope. So that's still 40 hours of last year, that hasn't changed. Now I can hard sell him. Do I know what he wants there? Could be Star Surge. Alright, what was the map last year? A B plus is 10, A plus is 13, D minus is like 1 or 2 or something. Okay, I think that makes sense to do that. I could have sworn someone else was in the top 5. I guess not. That's nice they had that little tag right there in green underneath his name and his star rating to say when he's in there. Alright, I have no pipeline in this guy, even with MD and Penn State. So if I win that, that's pretty good evidence that it's not really working as intended. The recruiting really should be working like that. Maybe next week. bunch of guys in the top 5. Oh, nice on there. Battle for the frying pan. I won the Savage Trophy. Alright, got a bunch of guys in their top 5 now. I'm not gonna have nearly enough time to do. And scheduling visits only. Oh shit, is scheduling. Wow, that's cool. Scheduling visits is cheaper if they're closer to you. Because this guy's in Texas, and it's only 10. This guy's in Ohio, it's 30. Iowa is 20. Is Iowa? Yeah, I guess maybe a little bit closer to Texas. Illinois. Mississippi. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, 25. Wow. That's a really nice touch, because I guess it reflects real life where it takes more resources to bring someone in from way further away. That's cool. Well, I guess that's also gonna... That should accelerate recruiting, because if it's cheaper, then you can offer more visits. That's awesome. Alright, take off. Don't know if I'm gonna be able to hard sell this guy with just this. Could be aspirational. Could be status seeker. Yeah, pretty much things. So I'll stick with Send the House. But then E5. 52. It's 30. Frames. I probably can't like sell this guy yet. That could be Star Surge. Could be this, yes. Let's just take a second house. Yo, this one, I'm not fighting with any other big dogs, so I guess it's reasonable if I get this 5-star. Let's time player, that has to be 20, that's good. Brain exposure. I would assume it still caps you out at 4 recruits per week, I would assume. Probably Star Search. Could also be Football Influencer. Hold off though. Yeah, you can only do 4 visits. Deal breaker proximity. Do that one. Do that. It's just the same. But there's another. Star Search. Championship contender. Not sure if I've ever played There's another guy up here. Conference Prestige. Okay, yeah, that's all I know about it. Brand exposure. Shows that as well. Development influencer. this guy, no potential. Okay, so I know I can fix up this guy. There's it. Those buttons. This one. I've seen it. Oh, yeah. Oh, there. Alright, who needs this? These bucks. It's playing time. Yeah, it still was. Alright, this guy's ready for a visit. Oh man, they love playing time. Both needs a visit. House call. Okay, I'm cooked because I lost the what's it called? That game. Just this guy. 9. Yeah, it really changes things that visits are now much less expensive. And 4 stars still left. Those are my 4 spin moves. So I'm right there with OSU. Alright, so click here. It's a close-up. Guys. They must have that guy ranked again. I'll keep seeing. Yeah, I feel like pipeline is no, I don't have no, I don't know. A lot of guys have playing time, it seems. Let's play. Let's see. Let's go do this one. Lost that one. Let's go. go. There's that guy. There's that guy. Interesting. Recruiting battle. Got they added that. Alright, probably gonna get this guy. Yeah, big jump there. And this guy's top 5 now. There's that no potential. That one. Alright, that's a good sign. A lot fewer guys who have no offers. They're all fucking 5-star. What the fuck is going on there? I've seen a defensive fighter already. Yeah, I'm fucked. Need a... 25th recruiting class with 5 5 stars. I mean, yeah, the sole purpose of this experiment was to see just how many 5 stars I could pull in. Yeah, well, I'm gonna lose this fucking battle. As opposed to like building out the best overall recruiting class. Like I would have given up on this guy a long time ago because like it's over. But was more so just interested in like how well does the CPU compete with these top recruits. Physics. It's definitely much more of a slow burn than prior years, it seems. Because like I have the resources to like dedicate 50 hours to these guys and it's still taking a while. Put that to a hard cell. Sure, why not? But other efficiency. Nice. Why is this still going on? I thought I lost. Who's still thinking? This guy. This guy. Interesting. It looks like pro potential is based on the position by position stuff as opposed to team by team. This guy. Six 5 stars. Seems more realistic. Even though I'm just raking like this with the 5 stars. Well, not raking, but I've gotten a half dozen. Okay, well, I can't start the movie. Well, it's conference prestige. Well, no, it's different. I'll just stick with the symbols. This looks much better than prior years. Oh, Illinois. I'm right, James Madison. Do I need to do anything here? Dude, are you kidding me? They show fucking completion percentage with his Heisman stats. Oh my god. Oh good, the fucking Pop-Tarts Bowl. Ooh, job offers. Yes, let me go be Washington or Pitt's defensive coordinator after having a 9-3 season. And my two conference rivals were both worse. Alright, well, Carousel seems pretty similar. So who may be CFP? It's 50... Oh, wow. 2 non-top 12 teams maybe? Alright, but they don't get buys. A lot better than prior years, where you'd have at least like 2 or 3 very mid teams make it. Which isn't the worst thing, but... Alright, are All-Americans actually based on reality? That, yes. That looks good. That looks really good. Wow, 3 combined sacks, wow. I've started now. That looks really good. Oh, thank God. I think they actually fixed this shit. Nice. Teams actually based on... Okay, let's see if award winners actually make sense. Okay, that looks very similar to last year. Dude, he actually ran back to the ball. It's so nice. Actually similar. I don't know, this guy is just super slow. It just has back pocket movement, but that was terrible. go. That's so slow. Alright, boys, I gotta get back to work, so I think that's all for now.